Do you ever wish that you had spent more time honing in on your offers than reinventing yourself? And we're back. Welcome to my 10-day series, 10 Things That I Wish That I Had Known When I Started My Business 5 years ago, number 8. So I'm going to let you in on a little secret. You don't need to reinvent yourself. You just need to refine your business. I spent years evolving my identity in business, and every time I would do that, I would end up creating something entirely new. I'm talking about offers, messaging, systems. So let's dive into the nitty-gritty of why that is. I just taught a workshop this morning inside of Business Alignment Academy on this topic, so it's really fresh for me and a perfect time for me to share. When you are evolving in your business, you're speaking to your identity, and the identity has to continue to reinvent itself if it is not anchored or stable or grounded in the work that you are actually here to do. When you get stuck in this loop or this pattern, what happens is that you never actually build a business that reflects who you are, because you are misguided and you think who you are is the problem, when actually it's what you're doing. So honing in looks like taking exactly what you're best at and using data and research to fine-tune and finesse how you are delivering your product, who you're speaking to, and building systems around that instead of building systems around who you think that you are. The reality is that indecision, lack of ability to execute, and confusion only triggers the identity. And when your identity is triggered, you're working from a wounded state. Wounded states of identity actually create more fear, more self-doubt, more confusion, and more shame, and then you get caught up in this vicious cycle. Ultimately, it all comes down to choice, habits, and where you look in your business. Let me give you an example of what an empowered position looks like on this topic. The first thing that you need to do is to choose what you are best at and stick to it. The second thing you need to do is consistently show up and start to gather data. The third thing you need to do is research. Start to understand your customers, have conversations with clients, learn how to fine-tune and get better at delivery. And then the fourth thing is to stick to it. Do it long enough to see the seeds of your work actually come to fruition and grow. Commitment and honing in on this level really looks like self-respect, and over time it grows into a business that is better than what you could dream. See you back here in the next one.